Criminal investigator. Criminal investigator, it is a person who is charged with the duty of carrying on the objective of criminal investigation to identify and locate the guilty to provide evidence of his guilt. Next, criminal investigation. Criminal investigation, it is an art which deals with the identify and location of the offenders and provide evidence of his guilt through criminal proceedings. Next, suspect or suspects. An individual who is pointed to be by victim and to have committed the crime. Next, crime scene. It is a venue or place where the crime or accident event has been committed. Next, crime scene sketch. It is a drawing or drawn overlay of the crime scene, indicating the position or exact location where the body of the victim lie. Next, interview. It is a simple inquiry, conversation type elicitation of informations from a willing victim, witness relevant to a certain crime, incident, even under investigation. Next, information. It is a data that gathered by an investigator from other person. Including but not limited to both suspect and victims. Interrogation. It is a skillful questioning of the hostile witness and suspect. Next, instrumentation. It is scientific examination of real evidence application of instrument and other scientific aids or methods of physical science in detecting crime. Reactive response. Address crimes that have already occurred. Proactive response. Anticipate criminal activity. Investigation is conducted before the crime committed and the suspect is identified before committing crime. Preventive response. Prevention through deterrence. Prevention through deterrence is sometimes achieved by arresting the criminal by aggressive prosecution. Next, confession. Confession is a direct acknowledgement of the truth of the guilty fact as charged or some essential part of the commission of criminal act itself. Circumstantial evidence. It is identification established directly by proving the facts or circumstance from which, either alone or connection with other facts, the identity of the perpetrator can be inferred. Next, associative evidence. The physical evidence which may identify the criminal by means of clues, personal properties, or the characteristic pattern of procedure, arrangement of objectives at the scene. Next, admission. Self-incriminatory statement by the subject falling short of an acknowledgement of guilt. Surveillance. It is the observation of person, place, and vehicles from purpose of obtaining information and concerning the identities of criminal and their activities. Surveillance. It is a person who conduct the surveillance or patterns of observations. Subject, the person, place, or vehicle being observed by the surveillance. And covert surveillance, when the subject are not aware that he is being followed, being observed. And overt surveillance, when the subject is aware that he is being observed or tailed. Next, shadowing or tailing. It is the act of shadowing, tailing, or following a person or persons. Next, undercover operations. It is a police operations wherein the investigator assume in fictitious in order to infiltrate the ranks of criminals for the purpose of obtaining informations. Next, informants is a person who provides privileged informations about a person or organization to an agency. Next is motive. Informer is a person who gives the information with reward, money, or a gift. Next, motive. It's that which induce the criminal to act. And last, intent is the accomplishment of the act.